Hi there, people of the internet. I just haven't made a video in a while and decided I should. And actually today I have a topic, but it's not like a last minute kind of thing. But something that I really want to talk about is like car accidents. Recently there's been a lot of car accidents around our area, like in New Oxford. There were 5 teenagers that died in a car accident. And in Lancaster there was a teenager and his 2 younger siblings that died in a car accident. And from personal experience, 10 years ago on December 10th, my mom died in a car accident. And to be quite honest, death affects a lot of people, whether you personally knew that person or not. Like, I know a whole bunch of people at our school, we don't know those New Oxford kids, but a lot of people really stepped up and tried to support those kids and like just New Oxford in general. Like, people were supposed to wear red today to support them, and that's great that that happened. And I see these skipping, but anyway, when people die, it affects a lot of people, and even if you don't know them, and just death just plain sucks, especially when it's an accident like that. And people really take other people for granted. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, I hate my parents so much, or I hate my sibling, I want them to die. Or I hate this person who's my friend and I want them to die just because you get mad at them for something. But really, they could die any minute now. And the last thing you could have said to them is, I hate you. Or just something terrible to them. And then they die, and then you're like, oh, I never had that closure that I wanted to have with them. I mean, if my best friend died, I'd be so upset. If any of my friends died, Abby, Katie, Taylor, Becca, Shay, if any of my friends died, it would be hell to me. Especially because I know my cousins, it's like 2 or 3 years ago, a friend of theirs committed suicide. And my cousin Monica, the last thing she said to him was how pissed she was that he broke her glasses by accident. And she was so caught up in that when he actually did commit suicide, she was so upset that she let things end on that note. And what I want to say is that don't take your friends, don't take your family, don't take anyone for granted. Because you're going to feel like shit if they die and they don't know how much you actually did love them as a friend, as a family member, as anything. I mean, I understand people get mad at people. I do that a lot. I get mad at people. I say, I'm so pissed off at you, whatever. Or I hate this person, I hate that person. But in the end, if that person would die, I would miss them very deeply, just like I do miss my mom. And when people die, you're gonna miss them. It's just the way things work. You don't want somebody to die and have it end on a terrible note with them. You don't want them to die and you weren't on good terms with them. You don't want to make them feel any worse than they should. And whether it's an accident or whether their death is on purpose, whether they do it to themselves, you don't want that person to feel like they were never loved while they were living here. Because if they do go, they're gone in an instant. And it just makes you feel terrible if they die and they don't know how much you truly did like them or love them or how much they really meant to you. And it's made me realize that you really want to say to your friends everything that you want to say, everything that you love about them, in case something does happen to you. Like all those people involved in those car accidents. If they would have been your friends, you would have missed them and you would have felt terrible. And you would have felt like you should have said something to them. Like you want to go back and you want to tell them I love you, I don't want anything to happen to you, I'd miss you too much. Friends are important to you, family is important to you. If you lose them, if you lose all your friends and family, you're nothing, really. It's really hard to live without people who are so important to you and so near and dear to your heart. And now that I ended on that depressing note, I guess I should go now. About 70 shows on, I really want to watch it now. So, bye. Hope I left you something to ponder about.